So I know everyone is excited for this Lakers Warriors series. To be honest with you, I see the Warriors win this series 4-1. I think this is one reason why they wanted to win the play-in. They got home court advantage. The Lakers are not going to come in and beat the Warriors on their home floor, and I say that because of this particular reason. The Lakers, I think, play one of the worst teams that made it to the playoffs. Memphis, I think they were overrated. They played great. It's great to have young, fresh legs in the regular season, and being able to run, get out and run and be competitive in the regular season. But the playoffs, it's all about half court defense, half court offense, playing solid defense, being aggressive, being athletic. Now, though they may fit one or two of those categories, but when it comes down to it, they weren't able to score when they needed to. I'm surprised they even won a couple games off LA. Even though I'm not crying LA as to be that good. But the question is, the Lakers won the series in the regular season 3-1. The Lakers when Warriors were at full strength and Lakers were at full strength, the Warriors beat them 123-109. Two out of the three games the Lakers won, they didn't have the Warriors didn't have Steph Curry, but this is the end of the Lakers run right here. Personally, I thought they had a good run, but I don't think they have the depth and or the consistent players. To keep up with Golden State. Golden State right now, they're shooting the ball well. You have three guys who can score. Four guys who can really score well. I'll say, because you got Wiggs, you got Steph, you got Clay. So one of those guys are off. Another guy's on. It's a different story. And I think we saw a different type of Steph than we normally saw. Like we've seen Steph Curry take over games, right? But he did it with a little bit more aggression, right? And we saw a different Steph where, the mouthpiece is starting to hang out and everything, but he was a lot more physical and a lot more aggressive and a lot more active than we normally saw Steph. And I think when you think about Steph going Super Saiyan, Steph went Super Saiyan last game. He went Ultra Instinct, be honest with you. We saw a different form of Steph that we haven't seen before, and I think that's going to carry over. It's Steph Curry fighting this narrative of being LeBron James' shadow. Steph Curry fighting this narrative of, hey, look, he can't carry a team by himself. He's taking all that in with him to a guy in LeBron James who's already, has his legendary status sealed as one of the best players in the game. If the Warriors go on and win this series, and they make it to the finals, and they win the finals, we have to start asking ourselves, who was the most dominant in this era? Though LeBron James has been the best for the past, decade and a half, we got to start looking at Steph Curry. And if they go and win the finals this year, I think that's what Steph Curry is chasing. It was Kevin Durant, because you got to think it was Andre Iguodala who was the series MVP. It was Kevin Durant twice. He finally got his last one. Now he's chasing something a little bit more than what LeBron James is chasing. LeBron James is more worried about playing with the sun. That's the next feat. Steph Curry, he's looking at, hey, look, how can I really come in here and really make a name and separate myself and put myself at that Mount Rushmore of best athletes to ever play the game. If Steph Curry continues to play at this high level and they win a championship, then there's no question we have to put him in that talk as one of the best players ever. I'm sorry, right? Or top five, not best players ever, but top five, right? Whatever, don't throw in that category, because we saw a different type of Steph Curry. And not only that, you have Wiggs, you have Klay Thompson, etc. Because look at the last game, it was Steph Curry and so. No, it was Steph Curry. He dropped 50. Whatchamacallit had a bad night. Klay Thompson shot 4 for 19. Wiggs 5 for 17. Jordan Poole, I don't know where his head's been at. He's mad because he only had 19 minutes. But Jordan Poole's not making baskets. Jordan Poole's not making. They went 3 for 9. And then if you're a defensive liability, like why are we gonna play you? I would expect Jordan Poole not to be here next season, whatever. Because he's a head case. But that was all Steph Curry. And I will say this: Draymond Green is the best utility player ever. You can take him and put him on AD because AD plays so soft. You don't necessarily. You can have Draymond Green box him out. I don't expect AD to to come in and be dominant like he was the previous series. But he's a center who thinks he's a power forward. That's essentially who AD is. So I do expect the Golden State Warriors to win this series 4-1. Lakers may still a game here or there, but you saw that there was no way Lakers were going to beat Sacramento either. Lakers beat one of the worst teams in the playoffs, and people think that they're solid. And I think they're going to get exposed this series. Now I always want to see LeBron James do well, but I think they're going to get exposed this series. I think we're all going to see it as well.